Hi friends, welcome to TutusFunny channel. Today I am going to bring the video of Tailwind CSS. Tailwind CSS. So when there are a lot of friends who ask me to that Tailwind is very difficult. So I am telling that Tailwind is very easy. Okay, I will be teaching Tailwind CSS very easy. Okay, so if you are a beginner of Tailwind CSS, there are friends who are doing that one first time. Don't study Tailwind CSS without know these things. First is the HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. First you have to study these three things. After that you have to learn Tailwind. Okay, Tailwind. You can easily catch up Tailwind CSS. Okay, so why does this Tailwind mean? So HTML CSS, another part which is a flags box. Okay. So what is the thing is Tailwind CSS, why that one very famous nowadays is because it will simplify the HTML plus CSS. Okay, so if you want to go for the HTML along with the CSS using the flags box, your code is very, you have to write the code for many lines, but if you go along with the CSS, it's very easy. So the good example, so here you can see these examples I'm going to explain. Don't worry, here you can see this simple example I'm going to here done it. Okay, so these are the projects I have done it for the here. If you have to go along with the CSS, you have to write many lines here. This same project I'm going to implement it. So this here the same project here you have columns. You have to write you have to separate the grids. So these are things separate. These are things you have separated here. You can see the grid also. You are using one line here. Separate here. Here finish off it. Very simple. Okay. In here instead of doing you have to write the separate files and you have to link it, and that is take too much of time to complete the project. If you go along with the Tailwind, it's very simple. Okay, so I am going to teach step by step, simple way. So first what you are going to do is, if you are a beginner of CSS, Tailwind, you go to the Google and type Tailwind CSS. Click on it. This is the official website of Tailwind. This is the official website of Tailwind. Okay, so don't go and study some other code online. I recommend it go to the official docs of Tailwind. Here everything should be there. Okay, you have to write the code yourself. Don't study some other tutorials. Okay, you have to mesh up. So you feel scared to write the code. So here this everything's are there. You can see the grid implement, everything's are there. So now simple example. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to create this another project. So I write it new Tailwind exme exercise .html. Okay, so or then the shift key down and press 1 implement the HTML codes. So now here you can see here this is simple HTML codes. You are go to the play CDN. The first time if you are using Tailwind, you go to the play CDN, copy this script, copy this, Control C to copy back to your VS Code editor, paste inside that tag. After that, you have to go again. You back to the doc again. You have to copy this, whatever written in the block, inside the block, you paste inside the bold tag. Okay, so what is this line explain? So this is they styled for this text. They styled, they increase the font size and along with the bold, along with underline. So they are did 3 style. This is default layout. So you just right click and server run. So this is the output you are getting. the hello world. Simple. Okay, so let's go. This one I'm going to remove it. Now let's Control S to save. Now bring to the output what happened? Normal hello world. Okay. Now the sofa everyone knows. This is this which mean is heading tag. H1 mean it's nothing but heading tag. Okay, it's heading started and close it over here. This is the style. When you are starting the Tailwind CSS, first you have to implement the respective library, which called as a Tailwind JS file as well as a CSS file. Both file they will include as one file as a JS file over here. This is it consists of CSS as well as JS. Both are there. They will merged. Okay, and you have to put it here. Okay, so the simple you just copy and paste it. Tailwind works. Okay, so now what you're going to do is now I want to increase the font size little bit for this text. So what you're going to do is don't get upset. Simply go to the dock. That is a simple way. Don't go and do something else. Okay, so you just go over here. You just simply go to click on it here. This one. Type it here. Font. This font is there here. The dock. If you just type it, all the respective text of the font is there. I want to do the font weight. Here's normal. Here everything's there. The font weight. Here font block. Font black. It is a big one. This is normal. Here's a no. Here's font black. This is a, we can write it here. This is a without Tailwind CSS. You can write this one. Also, this one is a Tailwind class. Tailwind class. If it is this one should be the. If you have to implement this one, copy this. Just copy back to over here. You have to put it simple. Just implement the class and implement it. Control S to. You are just simply CSS. You write class. Just implement this. Simple. Okay, very simple. Now you have to go over here. Yeah, it changed. Very simple. You just put it there, change it. Okay. You can do it this way or this. This one should be that one. Normal CSS. You are right like this. Okay, this is so we have implement the thing is which is a tail. Okay, this tail. Normal mean you have to write a separate class and you have to implement it. Okay, this one we have to we just implement, it's not works. If you write like this. Okay, you have to write the class. You have to here this one it works. Tail. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you have to do the another one. Simple you have to do. There are a lot of things you will be able to do it. Now what you're going to do is you have to increase the letter size. So how to increase the letter size? Out. Here font size. On your left side there is a font size. So how to implement the letter size here? Tailwind there is a letter size fonts. Okay, so if you want to go extra large, you just copy this line. You have to put it over here. Control S to save. Back to the application. Here it's extra large. It's a 2XL mean it's here it's 2XL. 4XL mean it is a very large font you can get. Okay, so the same thing you can write it over here. Text can write like if you have a pixel base, you have write it 20x 120 pixel. You can write like this. Pixel you can go. You have to put the open and close curly brackets. Inside that we have to implement the text. Very simple. Okay, very simple. You have to go along with the documentation. It will be works. Tailwind very easy. So here you can mention it. Here if it is extra large, how it works. It is RAM, 2 RAM, 1 RAM mean 16 pixel mean 1 RAM. Okay, 1 RAM. 116 pixel mean 1 RAM. Okay, this mean like this. The formula works look like this. 16 pixel equal into 1 RE. 2 to 32 pixel equal into 2 RAM. Okay, this is how it works. This means 2 XL mean it consists of 1.25 pixel. Okay, it's nothing but 20 pixel. Okay, it calculate look like this. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, you can go if you feel this is a little bit hard, you can go along with this way. This was possible. Okay, in standard, in Tailwind, you have to use it this one along with their documentation. If you are if you are familiar on the pixel bar, there are a lot of person are familiar in REM everything. Okay, get rid of this one. You can go along. It's not. It is easy. That is your wish. Okay, now you have to plan the font family. Font family also, when you implement the font family, don't write this one. You just put the sans, this one. Copy this, put it over here. Write it here. It works. Control S to save. It works. It works. If you are bring the new font, you can go to the it's mono. It's already put it here. If you want to get the any other fonts from the Google, you can get it here. It's mono. It's working. If you're planning to do the pop-ins, you have to implement the library of the Google fonts and you have to write it here. It works. Okay, those are the things I'm going to explain in my next following tutorials, because if I do it that one, it takes too much of time to complete it. So another one is I need to color. It's a color. I want to change the color of the things. Font color here, it's a color. Properties a color. Okay, here everything's are regarding the fonts. Okay, so you go to the typography. You can find everything, color, underline, text decoration, everything's are there. You can find it under the topic of typography. You can find everything based on the font. Okay, so that what about the color, how to change the color. I want to study how to change the color. This is a color. You can just change the color. So red also you can write like this. Just simple. If you write it very simple here. If you want a red txt, you have write red. If you just write red, it won't work. It not work. Why? Control is to save, bring back the application. Here it's won't work because you have to mention the value. You need a light red or dark red or okay. So you have to mention. So I need a 300. Now let's check. Red is the light red. If you want the dark red, it goes up to 90. It's a hard red. If it is a middle one, 15, it's a middle. So you can. This is how we have do the things. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, now you have a understand about the simple stuff of the Tailwind. Okay, so don't worry, Tailwind, I will teach you from the scratch. You are the developer of Tailwind, front-end app developer. I'll be, trust me, I'll be give the guide to become a Tailwind CSS master. Thank you for watching.